it's dinner time here, so excuse me if you hear children in the background. They're getting ready to eat. You're gonna hear moving and fizzling. Hopefully that doesn't bother you too much. I've tried to minimize some of the background noise as much as possible, but want to give those apologies ahead of time. With all of that being said, hello everyone. I hope you have been having a great day. I know the weekend for me was pretty rough, but I am going to get through this because I have some video editing that I need to do after this as well, because of course Mercury is in retrograde and my audio has been sounding weird because for whatever reason I've been having issues with my mic. So with all of that being said, today I am focusing on a reading on Katy Perry because I recently seen that she was at the coronation for King Charles and she was the main performer there, and this is after like did Adele pull out? Was it Harry Styles pulled out? Of course Elton John pulled out because you know he's friends with, or used to be friends with, Diana before her passing. So of course he wasn't going to do it. There were a lot of people who were saying they couldn't do it because they were going on tour and doing things like that. But, you know, luckily Katy Perry had it. And I'm wondering if this is like a signal now to show that she's no longer blackballed in the industry, that she will be getting more recognition, more work, maybe a possible album or something coming out. So I'm just kind of hoping we're going to see some more work from her, and hopefully this is kind of like signifying a new era with her. So we're just going to essentially just do like a vibe check on this and see what we get. I just really want to know where Katy Perry is in her career. Because it's kind of, ooh, that was bad. It's kind of sad to see it go to the wayside like this just because she kind of like stayed loyal and was there for her friends and stuff like that where they were going through a tough time. And I say industry friend because I don't really know if her and Nicki is cool like that, but you know, I just remember her kind of sticking by Nicki's side when she was going through the whole hate train thing, and people didn't like that. And then following shortly after that, she had all that beef with Taylor Swift and stuff like that. So I'm just really wondering what's coming forth for her, coming down the pipe for Katy Perry. Oop, that doesn't look well. That was a whole book. Okay, what is this? Okay, so I guess I'm just going to get a bunch of cards. So I'm going to just take it and roll with it. Hopefully they will fit on the screen here. So yeah, I think it's a no. I don't think like whatever revitalization this was supposed to bring her career, I feel like she'll probably do something like a Rihanna thing. Well, she already did the freaking Super Bowl, so never mind. I feel like she may have something like a residency or something like that in the works down the line or something like that, because Katy Perry got bops. We're not gonna, you know, deny her that, but I think she is going to be moving in a different direction, a different trajectory that she has going on. But I think she's trying to hold on to still being like the big pop star, but I think it's only because she feels like she hasn't found something else that she wants to do yet, kind of thing. I know she definitely wants to have something where it's making more time for her family, because you see the lovers here. Now when I seen that, I immediately thought her and Orlando Bloom's relationship and their family and everything, and how they're going to build upon that. I also seen the world here as well, so it made me just feel like in this particular deck in the lights, it just makes me feel like disalignment or misalignment, sorry, that she's not, it's a lot of options that she has going on, and she's not exactly where her head is going, where she should go, what which way she should, pull anything out the hat. Nothing has really stuck to the wall. She's been throwing things and nothing has kind of stuck to the wall. I think she's also disenchanted with the music industry after this push, where after they pushed her out to where she's like, I've given all this time and I really wanted to be famous, and then it seems like the one time I mess up, I'm being punished for it severely like this. Like, that's crazy. There's also the Chariot here, so it's crazy to me that she has this like quickening energy here with the Chariot and the Knight of Swords. It feels very rushed, very fast, something coming in. So it may be some kind of opportunity that she's probably going to rush into, or she needs to rush into, and she's going to end up missing it. This is the Six of Wands, and the Light Seers literally is like the performer's card. If you look at that, it's like the literal performer's card. Your appreciation, your accolades. So I think she's just really feeling disenchanted with the music industry. Going off an initial vibe check, I think there's been some opportunities she's missed, and some that she is trying to gain that she isn't being given or handed to, or nobody is speaking to her about, just because of this whole thing with her not being the it girl in the music industry anymore. And I think, honestly, it kind of feels like people are trying to move on from her for whatever reason. I don't know if it's some behind the scenes type of thing, or it's just people feel like she's been away for too long, or that she's not a sure investment anymore. Whatever the case may be, I just feel like, I think she's missed her opportunity essentially to kind of get back out there. Yep, what I say, some misalignment is going on here. Something doesn't add up for her. She got this is this me, sorry. Not is knocking my crystals off. Also, Six of Pentacles. Didn't I say something about reciprocity earlier? Yeah, she's not feeling like she's getting what she deserves. She also has the Eight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like for whatever reason, I feel like there's, to me, it just feels like she doesn't want her career to end like this. She don't want the stain. She don't want her legacy to be that, she was pushed out and it went down the drain and nobody heard anything else from her after this. That's essentially what I'm getting. I feel like she doesn't like that her career has gone down the drain like this. She also has a Temperance card here. So again, I think now it's balancing this new chapter of her life with, being a wife, a mom, a TV show host, and an artist. I don't know if she's considering something else. Knight of Pentacles. She has a lot of motion and movement here. And again, this Knight of Pentacles in reverse brings up missed opportunities, it feels like, for me. Because she was either moving too slow or she was trying to rush and get in there. Whatever, the timing was never just right for her to capitalize, essentially. And then we have Addicted. Yes, I think she does. I think she misses the limelight. I think she missed being on top. I think she missed being in front of a mic. I think she missed being, performing in front of a huge crowd. And what else we have here? Sacrifice. Oh, something else flipped over in here. We're going to note Parasite and Queen of My World. So she's definitely trying to create her own things, but for whatever reason, something is holding her back. She's not still in some kind of unfavorable contract, is she? I'm going to leave those up to the top just so I can refer back to that just in case it flips back over. But she also has Sacrifice in reverse. So there's something she's not willing to sacrifice for her career to excel, it feels like. I know people were not getting into no Illuminati stuff. I don't think it's anything dark like that. I think it could be something as simple as, okay, well, are you willing to, I don't know, make up and work with Taylor Swift? Are you willing to not work with this certain person? Are you willing to spend more time doing this project? Are you willing to make this kind of music? Are you willing to not do this kind of artistic sound? Are you willing to, I don't know, jump on a plane at a moment's notice to go perform at so and so? Are you willing to be at our beck and call? Whatever the sacrifice may be. But again, I'm gonna leave Parasite and Queen. I'm sorry, that was the wrong way. I'm gonna leave these to the side just so I kind of have that energy. They won't be on screen. And already out the gate, what do we have here? Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. Yeah, I think she misses it. She misses being a performer. She misses having the stage. She misses writing music and getting kind of like that feedback. I know the last good song I heard from her, it was something about Harley's. Was it Harley's in Hawaii? I liked that one. It was really good. But it didn't chart like that. Plenty of material things. I think there's a project she really wants to release first before she can say, you know, I gave it all I got and I can't go any further. A younger man. She had a daughter, right? Couldn't be kids. And then happiness. I feel like Orlando Bloom is older than her, yes? Somebody fact check that. I feel like he's older than her. I don't think he's younger than her. But there's something dealing with a younger man, and that could also be somebody that is over her contractual obligations, maybe. Like her management team or something like that. I'm not aware that she has a brother either, so I'm not really sure where this younger man is coming from. It's funny she was at the coronation, right? And then the underlying card is crown. Honor and respect will come to you. So I wonder if this is going to be something that's going to kind of change things around where somebody may end up working with her. She does have victory in some endeavor. It may not be exactly what she wants or what we probably imagined for her, but she's going to have victory in some endeavor. And didn't I say she was also working on some kind of idea, some project or something like that, because she wants to end her career off on, at least her music career, off on a high note and not in this kind of like slump, this black stain on her career. She also has birth of a conception or enterprise. So I think there is some chance of a comeback here. I don't think it's probably going to make as much of an impact or make as many waves as she would like or as people would expect, especially if you're a big Katy fan. I think it's just going to be something to be like, okay, well, at least she went out on a high note. At least it's going to be like a bittersweet kind of thing. That's what I feel like. She also has funnel, period of frustrations, lessons to be learned. So yes, there's some work she has coming up, but it'll have some payoff. Again, it'll have some payoff. I think she needs to just settle down and really concentrate and narrow down exactly what she needs to do. She needs to be the queen of her world. What do you really want, Katy? What do you really want to focus on? Where do you really want to work on? Where's your real passions? Where your true passions lie? And once you figure that out, you can kind of move forward from there, and finish off this whole music thing and know that there's other doors, opportunities waiting for you. I feel like she thinks this is the only thing that's waiting for her, and she just has to, I kind of want to say network, but yeah, just kind of explore her options more. I think she's being really limited in her thinking. Okay, so with that, let's see if I'm going to ask the question about whether, so now that we have the energy check out the way, we're going to get into, is there going to be another Katy Perry album? I knew that was going to come out. I was just hopping all around. Okay, well, I think I have my 3 cards here. We have the Lovers comes out again. It's 4 cards. 8 of Pentacles, sorry. 10 of Cups, and then we have the Wheel. Yeah, there is some obstruction here when it comes to her family. There's something about timing with the wheel here and then the Eight of Pentacles, it's something here about timing. Like there's a certain moment that's going to be coming up for her that she needs to really capitalize and focus on in order to get things done. Hi, puppy. 1 second, and I can let you outside, okay? Just 1 second. Yeah, I feel like there's a certain opportunity here that's going to come up for her, but she has to play her cards right. She has to make sure the timing is just right, and all will be well. But it is definitely a gamble. It's definitely like a chance of luck. I think it's going to end well, but you know, because you have the Ten of Cups here and you have the Wheel of Fortune, I think it's going to come out well. I think there's something here also where she probably needs to depend on, she's not closed off from him, is she? Because like they've been together for a while now. Does she hate depending on him about something? I don't know where that's coming from, but I feel like there's something here where she's going to have to like lean on him. Lean on Orlando Bloom. What's here? We have the child I was meant to be. So to me, there's something she needs to revisit. There's something in her work, career, her passions that she needs to revisit. You have Black Flower Fragrance as well. I probably should flip this around. So 1 second, I gotta let the puppy out. So let's see here. And here goes that sacrifice again. But this time it's upright. I think this is something that hasn't been made public. I feel like this may be something dealing with behind the scenes, some internal struggles or strifes that she's been dealing with. To me, it just feels like some certain truth. Until a certain truth comes out, she's not going to be able to kind of like capitalize is the word. I don't know what else it could be. Yeah, because look, Triumph of Lies, we have Revenge, we have Peaceful Among the Thorns, Masquerade, Envious Gluttony. I feel like somebody pushed her out the way for something else, for someone else. I don't know what else it could be. And that's probably honestly why she probably hasn't been making too much of a hoopla about getting back into the music industry. Did somebody like betray her trust about something? What is this that flipped over? We have Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. I don't know. This is starting to read like my Beyonce reading, where she was kind of going through some kind of evolution as well in her career. Kind of getting tired of the way certain things the public handled, or, you know, the public opinion was so easily influenced and it changed. Like one day you love me, one day you hate me. It's starting to read kind of like that. You can see my Beyonce reading on YouTube, by the way. Same thing, LotusMaje Oracle. You can find it. There is also someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. I feel like that is Katy. I don't think that is somebody else. I think that is Katy. I think she wants something really bad. I don't want to say it's her career. I think she wants somebody to answer for something that they did. I do like it's a lot of happy cards that keep coming up for her. So there's some, at least in this current energy, there's some kind of happiness that's coming up for her. Yeah, there is some success that's coming up. So I'm at least happy about that, as somebody who loves listening to Katy Perry growing up. Sad to see her go out like this, but I'm glad for her at least, there's some happiness, there's some success coming up here. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Yeah, I think her passion for all of this has really changed. Okay, that was way too many. We have disappointment and some affair. Yep, that reads like the music industry, great personal sorrow. She also has advice from a friend. If you've seen the portion of this video dealing with some guy, I wonder if it's some kind of guy friend, and then a goal-oriented person. Ooh, Puppers is out here just barking and acting crazy. What is he getting into? Okay, anyways, so with that, it just feels like maybe going back to this advice from a friend. Remember earlier when I was pulling the CVs and I was kind of doing an energy check on her, it was something about like a young man coming up. So I wonder if the advice from a friend is probably coming from some young guy in the industry that she's close with. Or maybe it's not in the industry. Maybe it's just somebody who kind of just has her best interest at heart and is going to kind of deliver the words that she needs to hear at the right time in order for her to kind of break through this fog, this stagnant energy that she's in. I think she's in a position right now where she's just happy, she's celebrating, she's okay, she's, you know, just looking for a way to kind of like tie this up in a nice neat bow and push it off and not worry about it again. And I mean worry, when I say it, I mean just like her music career overall. So I'm really interested to see what's going to be coming in the future for her. I don't really know if this, I think there is going to be an album coming up. I'll take that back. I feel like there may be an album coming up. I just, again, don't think it's going to have as much commercial success as like her previous, like what was that, the one album like California Girls on it. I think that was her self-titled album, but I just don't think it's gonna break through that mode of just like having as much success as before. But then again, I could be wrong, because there could be somebody in the background that's like, especially with her going to this coronation and so many celebrities was pulling out, maybe somebody over there will help pull strings and she's gonna find herself probably in a new land, new management, new team and everything that's gonna help make things pop for her. So who knows? Lastly, as like just a little bonus thing, I know I am interested to see don't you love when children know you're doing something and they just be back there losing their mind? Lastly, let's just see kind of like what's the energy check between her and Nicki. So this is how Katy Perry feels about Nicki. Okay. That makes sense for me. You helped me out in a dark time. That's Nicki with Katy. Okay, no. That was a horrible shuffle. Okay. And we have the High Priestess. To me, that felt like only Lord knows. So when I see the Three of Wands, it's nice to see that both of them have kind of like threes here, because typically threes mean, you know, threes company, nice camaraderie, companionship, business, work, and things like that. I don't think they are as close as they once were. I think Nicki does feel appreciative of her kind of like reaching a hand out and being there for her in a time where in the music industry she was having such a hard time just doing all types of work with people. You know, she stood by her and she didn't flip on her. I think there is some kind of appreciation that's being expressed there, but I think there's also a thing here where I think there's a thing here of like, unfortunately, I don't think the energy is going to be reciprocated on Nikki's end. I think there's a thing of like, I'm already on shaky ground as it is. I'm already on thin ice, and to reach back and help you with your career at a time when I can't even help myself right now. I'm fighting off on so many different fronts. I don't know if I really have the energy per se, or the insight, the wherewithal to kind of like do this whole song and dance with you. And I don't really think there's hard feelings about that. I think it's a mutual understanding, because you know business is business. But I think there is some kind of like realization there of like, wow, really, this is what it's come to. Let's see, is there going to be a collaboration between the two? Is there going to be a future collab? Oh, let's see. These were a lot of cards. I'm just going to read these off. Nine of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Wands. 10 of Wands. There goes Katy again. 8 of Pentacles and Strength. Is there going to be an upcoming album? Again, that timing keeps coming up. And I wonder if it's a thing of like Katy is like, no, I wouldn't even want to do it now because she's like in her feelings or something. The current energies, and this could change. Hopefully it does change. But in the current energies, I just feel like it's a up in the air thing. I don't think it's a definitive yes. I don't think it's a definitive no. I think it's a maybe. I think it's again something about timing. Whether Katy feels healed from the whole situation, because I think that era for them traumatized both of them. So I think there's some wounds, maybe some conversations that we need to be had before that a collaboration can happen. Kite, vacation. We have butterfly, a change for the better. I don't know why I feel like lines are being drawn. It feels like some behind the scenes lines are being drawn. Here we go with the Throne again. Position of authority. I wonder if that's Nikki's energy. That feels like that may be Nikki. I'm trying to get to a certain level within the music industry, and then I can actually think about going back and collaborating with certain people that I know deserve it, that's been there with me. But at this time where I am right now, where things are so shaky and I'm starting up, and where, you know, me being endangered could endanger the livelihood of these other artists that I've just signed, I just can't risk it. But maybe if I get to this position that I need to be in, you know, gatekeeper, then we can look at that. Good advice from a wise person. Great passion. I think there is definitely some care for each other, some at least some mutual respect. Just one more card for me here. Okay, well, I got two. We got hidden secrets can harm you, and then something about October. Again, you can see my Nikki reading on YouTube as well under the same name, LotusMaje Oracle. I also got something about her doing something in like September, November. It was something about that timing. So I don't know what it is about the end of the year for Nikki. I wonder if that's when she's going to do a drop or some kind of tour or something like that. And maybe there will be some collaboration. We'll know more. Maybe it's telling me to come revisit at the end of the year. But yeah, it's funny that's coming up. Okay, here, and then we have a bride in its cage. Yep, that reads like Nikki to me again. Actually, that could be both of them. Katy feeling stuck, like she has no choice or say so in the matter of how her career is going to end, and then Nikki of just like, I'm trying to revitalize what I have. And then you have perception to dream, so somebody is believing in falsehoods here. Somebody is being sold a massive dream. And then we have I won't cry for you. Ooh, there has been some kind of feelings of betrayal. I think they just kind of been keeping it hush hush and quiet because of the public perception of it all. I wonder, does she feel hurt that because didn't Nicki make up with Taylor Swift? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. We also have the Hierophant in reverse, and we have a Tower moment coming up, Nine of Swords. So yeah, there's some kind of mourning here. Again, Queen of My World is coming up. The girls are trying to create a lane for themselves. Atonement. Somebody has to answer for some wrongness, some betrayal, some guilt that they have done behind the scenes. Anger and chains. To me, this reads like somebody is withholding or like bottling their anger until they have all of the right information, essentially, or the right moment come along. News is on the way. We also have protected from negative forces beyond your control. I got that again during my Nikki reading. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. So I wonder if there's somebody behind the scenes trying to make sure that this doesn't happen. A collaboration or an album doesn't happen. A heartache over what you no longer have. That was Katy. This is Katy. Yeah, that was all her energy again. That's the disillusionment, just kind of like being worn off. The charm is gone. The rose tinted color glasses are gone. I see all of you for what you really are now. So again, and the current energies that I'm getting, this doesn't feel like a definitive yes or no. This feels like a maybe. I think there is a lot of people in the background trying to ruin things on whether, they make up or not, or Katy Perry does an album or not. We just have to wait and see. Again, this may be some end of the year thing, or maybe we're gonna have to wait a couple of years and find out, around that time, around the fall, for what's gonna be happening with them. But yeah, that's all I'm getting. I'm not gonna delve into this anymore before this just spiral and goes out of control. But this is kind of like the reading I initially wanted to do. It's not what I wanted to hear or wanted to see, but at least I'm excited to know that Katy Perry is at least gonna have some happiness, some atonement, some light at the end of the tunnel for this. It's not gonna be all doom and gloom for her, and it's not gonna be any kind of like disrespect about her craft and what she's contributed to the music industry. So I'm glad to see that. Definitely waiting to see what this whole Nikki rollout is going to be, because apparently she's supposed to be rolling out soon. So we'll see, child. But with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. You can follow me, LotusMaje Oracle, on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram for more videos. Leave a like if you like this video. Comment what you think is going on behind the scenes, what could kind of be this energy, what was some of the things that I was picking up that I couldn't really put a name to, that you probably divulge it a bit more than I can, and let us all know the little tea that you have. And with that, I wish you all a great night or day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.